Hello and welcome to Power Moves, where we find ways to level up in our career, level up in our finances, and level up in life in general. If you are watching this on YouTube, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Okay, tonight we are going to talk about the hater parade. The hater parade. Okay, and we're just going to list out some haters that you're going to eventually come across in your life's journey. And there are lots of haters that you come across in your life's journey. So there may be a part two, there may be a part three. We'll see where this goes. But tonight we're going to talk about the hater parade, the haters you meet on your life's journey. Okay, now, first, we could talk about the degree haters. And I'm sure we've all encountered someone who has said something to the effect of that degree is not going to keep you warm at night, or made disparaging remarks about the time we spent to get our degree or the money we spent to get our degrees. Listen, the degree may not keep you warm at night now, but it will eventually get the job you need in order to pay the heating bill. And that will keep you warm at night. It's called delayed gratification. Don't let anyone put you down for pursuing a degree. Usually people who hate on others for pursuing a degree feel a little bit inferior and they compare themselves to people who get the degrees and they don't feel like they measure up. So don't let anyone disparage you for pursuing your degree. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It will help set you up for the career that you desire. And there will always be people who complain about the time and money that you spend on your degree. But if you utilize your degree correctly, it will pay for itself. Meaning, if you go into the field that you got your degree for, you are setting yourself up for success. Okay, you are helping yourself out. It's a little bit easier once you've got that degree backing you up to impress the people who are hiring you for the job, or to put them at ease, or to give them the idea that yes, you have experience and you know what you're talking about, and this degree that you put in work for says something about the work that you put into it. Okay? So don't listen to degree haters. Don't listen to them. If you want to set yourself up for a specific career and you know where you're going, now don't spend all that money on the degree and then not do anything with it. Don't do that, because then it does become a waste of time and money. So seriously consider what you're doing and how you want your life to go and what path you want to take. Get that degree and let it help you along. Okay? Don't listen to your degree haters. 9-to-5 haters. People who disparage others for working a 9-to-5 job. You've all had a hater like this. You've heard them say something to the effect of, I just cannot work for a boss or punch a time clock every day. That is slavery. Now, isn't that ridiculous? That is not slavery. First of all, this statement is problematic in many, many ways. Firstly, it's obviously not slavery, or we would all be finding another way to support ourselves. Now, the job that you work may feel like slavery, but you always have the option of finding another job with a better boss, better pay, and better working environment. Okay? Working a job is neither better nor worse than being an entrepreneur. It's simply another option. And might I say, a very, very good option. Why? There are health benefits, retirement benefits, job security a majority of the time. What else? There are the steady paycheck. That's very attractive. A steady paycheck, you know what you're supposed to get and you know when you're supposed to get it. As opposed to being an entrepreneur where many times you have to hustle to get the money, but you have no idea how much money is going to come in from day to day. So, no, don't let anybody disparage you for taking a 9-to-5 job. There's also a clear path for advancement when you take a 9-to-5 job. You know what the position above you is, what it pays, and how to get to it most of the time. So, don't let anybody disparage you for working a 9-to-5 job. There are people who are better suited for employment, and there are people who are better suited for entrepreneurship, and your job is to find out which one you are. Okay? Also, entrepreneurs still have bosses, and we'll talk about that in the next point. There is no bossless job. There is no such thing as working for yourself. Okay? Secondly, your inability to submit to authority is troubling. Yes. When people say, I can't work for a boss, that kind of throws up a lot of red flags. Why can't you work for a boss? Have you not found the right boss yet? Maybe that's the problem. Okay, your inability to submit to authority is throwing up a lot of red flags. We're all going to have to submit in some area or another in our life at some point or another. Submission is required. Okay? And it builds character. It's part of character building. You're going to have to submit to some way or another. And submission is not a negative thing. Submitting to the wrong person might feel like a negative thing, but submission in and of itself cannot be negative or positive. It just is. And it's your job to take that submission and make it a positive element in your life. Okay? So, no, don't listen to your 9-to-5 haters. There are also entrepreneurial haters. People who hate on other people for being an entrepreneur. They'll say things like not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from and working your fingers to the bone just to keep the lights on. Couldn't be me. Don't you love when people end their sentence with couldn't be me? Couldn't be me. No, don't let any entrepreneurial haters disparage you from chasing your dream. While starting your own business may be scary and difficult. If that is where your passion lies, then you should follow your heart. Life is too short to live with regret and always wonder what if. Your goal should be to end your life with as few regrets as possible. Okay? You don't want to be stuck wondering what if. Follow your dreams. Follow your heart. Okay, if you're built for long nights, disappointments, and restarts, then you will eventually reap the benefits. Eventually. No matter how many ups and downs you hit, if you keep at it, you're going to be successful. The road to success is filled with potholes. But, like anything worth doing, success is something you're going to have to work for. Okay? The road to success has never been easy. It just doesn't work. That's not how things work. If you want to be successful, you're going to have to put the work in, put your shoulder to the wheel. Okay? What other haters are there? There are singleness haters. People who hate on you because you don't have a significant other. There are tons of good men out there, they'll say. You really have to be trying hard not to be in a relationship right now. Ooh. Okay. Well, first of all, I wouldn't necessarily say there are a ton of good men out there. There are good men out there. But even if there were a ton, it means nothing when it comes to finding the right man and potential life partner for you. That is a process that is going to take some time. A majority of the time, it is going to take some time. There's nothing wrong with staying single until you have found the right person. Being alone is still a whole lot better than being in a relationship with someone you are not really interested in, or better yet, not crazy about. People, with the help of the media, assume that all single people are sad, lonely, and desperate to be in a relationship. That is not true. That is not true. There's nothing sad about being able to go where you want, when you want, without having to consult anyone. Being able to do what you want without having to consider anyone. Okay? Singleness affords you a lot of freedom that you have to give up when you compromise with someone else in a relationship. Singleness also gives you time to focus on and dedicate your life to your personal goals. Some things you have to put aside and spend quality time with boo. Okay? But if you don't have a boo, you get to do what you want to do. So, singleness gives you time to focus on your goals. Also, just shake the stigma of singleness and get to work living your best life. There is a stigma to being single. We're always portrayed as looking for the next man, and some of us are. But for the most part, I can say at least I am enjoying it. And I have been single for quite some time. Quite some time. But I am also working on my goals. I'm getting my ideas out. I have plans. I'm following those plans. I'm reaching for the stars and trying to get things done. Things that I might have to put aside or spend less time on when I'm considering someone else, their feelings, their well-being, their happiness, and quality time with them. So don't let anyone disparage you for being single. We are out here living our best life. I would definitely want to be in a relationship. I definitely do want to be a wife one day. But I can say, as I've always said, as the old adage goes, I can do bad all by myself. So many times, when a man comes into your life and you're in the talking stage, they're competing with your singleness. They're competing with that. They're not competing with any other suitors, though there may be some. The whole point is to see whether or not life is better with them than it is when you're alone. Okay? Singleness haters, we don't need them. And lastly, childlessness haters. Childlessness haters. They say things like, you could never know the meaning of true love if you don't have children. They are a gift from God. Sometimes they are a gift from God. And sometimes you fill in the blank. I love children. I love children. But having children is not the be all and end all of everything. And it does not validate you as a woman, whether you have children or not. And some of us just weren't cut out to be parents. Okay? So, yes, sometimes they're a gift from God and sometimes they are a gift from you know who. And the honest truth is that kids are not for everyone, and trying to make someone feel less than for not having kids shows that you are at least a little bit jealous of the freedom and lifestyle that childlessness affords other people. Okay? Don't let anyone disparage you for not having kids. Don't. If you're enjoying your life right now and you're childless, don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty. Childless people can live just as fulfilled life as people with kids, sometimes even more fulfilling. Okay, so keep that in mind. These were some of the haters that you will encounter on your life's journey. We might do a part 2 or 3. If you want to suggest some topics to me, you can always reach me on my website at KarenMack.com. That's KaronMack.com. You can reach me on Instagram as Karen_Mack or Karen Mack on Facebook. I would love, love, love to hear from you. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe button. I will talk to you all next time.